Hi everyone, it's Ludovica and welcome to my channel. Last week on Instagram I asked you what you wanted to see next on my channel and I gave you two options, either me taking a career test or a day in the life of a researcher, and the majority of you chose career test. So in today's video I'm going to be taking a career/personality test called Sparketype. Sparketype is supposed to identify what fuels you, what gives you purpose, energy and meaning, so that you can utilize that knowledge at work and in your career to find a job, a company or a project that gives meaning to your life and energizes you. So in this video, I'm going to be taking Sparketype, share my results with you, as well as my opinion on the test. Would I recommend it to other people? Have I learned something about myself that I didn't know about before? Is it legitimate? Is it a scam? And how can we best utilize Sparketype in our career? So stay tuned for more about that. If you're new here, I make videos on academic and career guidance. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell so that you can be notified anytime I post a new video. And now let's dive into today's topic. What were you meant to do? Do you know the answer to this question? Well, if you don't, do not fret, because you're not alone. Jonathan Fields, the creator of the Sparketype test and the host of the famous podcast The Good Life Project, has noticed that people walk through life dissatisfied, disengaged, burnt out, and ultimately unhappy with their job and their career. People are not happy with what they're doing and they don't seem to be able to find a job that fuels them and gives them purpose. A study that is cited on the Sparketype website, thesparketype.com, has noted that 25% of the workforce has been planning on switching jobs or finding another career entirely as we emerge from this tumultuous pandemic time. And this shows that people are not happy with what they're doing. They can't seem to find purpose and meaning in their job. So this is what has motivated Jonathan Fields' work and has prompted him to create Sparketype, this archetyping system and set of tools that enables individuals and companies to find what fuels, motivates and gives people energy so that they can utilize the knowledge to find the job of their dreams, so the job that really gives them energy and motivates them. So your Sparketype is described as your unique imprint for work that gives you energy and motivates you. So when you discover your Sparketype, you understand yourself, what fills you with purpose and what empties you. So with this understanding, you're able to find jobs, companies and projects that energize and inspire you. The test claims to be different from any other test. It is completely free to take, so there are no catches and no hidden fees apparently, and it is supposed to give results that are more effective than any other test. So now I'm going to be taking the Sparketype test and then I'm going to share my results with you. I'm going to put the screenshot somewhere on screen so you can see what I'm seeing. But I'm on the first page of the Sparketype test and I have 5 very general questions in front of me that they are probably used to get a sense of what you like and who you are. So for each question you need to basically say if that is for you or if that's not for you. So you need to sort of determine how aligned or not aligned with the question you feel. So the first question is, the work that makes me feel most alive is when I'm turning ideas into things. Well, yes and no, because I'm a very theoretical person. I work more with theory than practice, so I guess that's not really me. I think I'm neutral about that because of course I can turn idea into things when I'm writing, so I can produce papers, chapters and everything, but I don't know, I feel like I'm neutral on that, so I'd say neutral. When I'm immersed in the quest to solve big challenging problems, it's like I'm doing the work that I'm meant to do. Well, yes, because my work is very challenging. If I was financially set for life but still had to work, I'd spend my days taking charge and leading people to accomplish meaningful goals. Yeah, I guess that this kind of resonates with me. I guess so. When I am advocating for an idea, person or population that needs help being seen and heard, it's like I'm doing the work I'm meant to do. Yeah, pretty much so. For as long as I can remember, I've been the one people turn to for comfort when they were troubled. Yes, this is totally me. I am everybody's counselor, pretty much. All of my friends, the people that I'm closest to, they always come to me for advice, so I'd say yes, pretty much so. I have another set of 5 questions, and they're becoming more and more specific as we go. So probably because they're trying to filter out the options for me, so it's becoming more and more specific. So when I'm immersed in the process of creation, it's like I'm doing the work I'm meant to do. Yeah, this is kind of me. So some questions are repeated here. So for example, this one, if I was financially set for life but still had to work, so they're trying to figure out what really motivates me. So if I was financially set for life but still had to work, I do something that let me bring drama and excitement to whatever it was. I don't think this is me. Since I was a kid, I've been the one who got everyone together, then led them on an adventure, mission of quest. Yeah, kinda. When I'm immersed in the process of teaching and I see the light of understanding turn on, it's like I'm doing the work I'm meant to do. Yeah, totally. That definitely happens to me when I'm teaching. The work that makes me feel most alive is when I'm entertaining people, no matter the setting or context. I don't think so. I'm not that much of an entertainer. I'm actually the opposite of that, so I'd say basically no. I'm halfway through the test. I'll keep doing this off camera basically, and then I will come back to you with my results, because the questions are pretty much kind of like the same, but they get more and more specific. So we'll take this off camera because I don't want to bore you, and then I will come back with my results. So now that I have completed my test and I have my results with me, I am ready to share them with you. After you complete it, the test reveals 3 primary results for you. It gives you your primary Sparketype, your shadow Sparketype or secondary Sparketype, and anti-Sparketype. So when you do the work of your primary Sparketype, you come alive, you are filled with meaning and purpose, and you know that this is what you are here to do, that this is what you were meant to do. So this is what gives you energy, what motivates you the most, and you don't feel drained of energy when you do the work of your primary Sparketype. On the contrary, you feel alive and you feel like this is your calling, what you were meant to do. But we also have a shadow Sparketype, which is still a big part of us. The shadow Sparketype reveals the work that we may well enjoy and the work that we might have developed a high level of skills around. But this work is largely taken up in service of doing the work of our primary Sparketype. So basically this means that the work of the secondary or shadow Sparketype is something that we do in service of the work of our primary Sparketype. So in service of the thing that fuels us the most and that gives us the most meaning and purpose. And then finally we have the anti-Sparketype, which is basically what drains us of energy. This is the most tedious part of our job, the things that we don't enjoy doing, the ones that require the greatest amount of effort and recovery on our part. So this is what we don't enjoy, but it might be a part of our job. So my primary Sparketype is the Sage. So I'm reading from my results here. So as a sage, teaching or illuminating is your call. You live to share ideas, knowledge, and experience with others in a way that lifts them up and leaves them changed. My secondary Sparketype or shadow Sparketype is the advisor, which means that I am driven by and find a deep sense of satisfaction when I play the role of the trusted advisor, mentor, or coach. And then my anti-Sparketype is the performer. Test results say that the performer impulse is all about energizing, animating, and bringing life to an interaction, moment, or experience. And I'm really not very good at that, so I'm not surprised that this is my anti-Sparketype. So what do I think of these test results? Are they accurate? Do they represent me? Do I see myself in the descriptions that I found in the test results? Well, yes. I think that these results are extremely accurate. They pretty much 100% represent me, I would say, and I resonate so much with these test results. I really do enjoy teaching a lot. It's something that I've been doing for over a year in my job, and when I teach, I always feel like I'm doing what I'm meant to do. I think that I genuinely come alive and that I found my meaning and purpose when I'm teaching. I enjoy spending time with my students. I enjoy learning from them almost more than I enjoy teaching. I think there is so much to be taken away from teaching, and I truly and deeply enjoy it. So I'm not surprised that my primary Sparketype is the Sage. I really believe that this is what I'm meant to do. Regarding the shadow Sparketype, the advisor, again, I'm not surprised by these results. Being a mentor, a coach, being somebody that people trust and then come to seek advice is something that really fuels me as well. I really enjoy doing that too. What is surprising though is that this is like done in service of my primary Sparketype. So being a coach and an advisor is done in service of teaching and sharing knowledge. I thought that this was gonna be the other way around for me. I would have said that like teaching was in service of coaching and mentoring people. So I guess that this is sort of like unexpected in a way, but I think that the advisor as a shadow Sparketype and the Sage complements each other really well. So now for the last part of the video, I'm going to be sharing my opinions on this. So as I said already, I think that the test is very accurate. It presents you with a set of 5 questions every time you progress to the next stage until you complete the test, and the questions become more and more specific as you go, which makes me think that they really sort of like understand you, the way your mind works and what you like, and they tailor the questions by making them more and more specific so you can use so that you can discover what really fuels you and gives you meaning. So I really enjoyed the test. I think it's very accurate. I'm happy with the results, as I said, because I think they capture my personality and what I like really well. I think I definitely resonate with the Sage and the advisor. I learned something new about myself, something that I didn't know before. The fact that coaching, mentoring, giving people advice is done in service of teaching. So now the question that I think is the most important is, how do we use our Sparketype results to make our career better? Do we need to abandon the career that we have now if we are not happy with it, or is there like a less drastic way to go about and make our job more meaningful without abandoning our career? Well, what I think is that it depends on the situation. If you resonate with your Sparketype results, if you think that they really represent you, and if you are stuck in a job or a career that don't have meaning and purpose to your life, then well, if you think that your Sparketype is definitely far away from the thing that you're doing now, well, I guess that it will be worth trying to pursue another career path, or to find a job that would better resonate and respond with your Sparketype. But the most important thing to note though is that when you receive your test results, the fact that you have, like for example, a Sage as your primary Sparketype doesn't necessarily mean that you need to have a teacher in your job description or as part of your title. So this is what I think is very important. So if you have the Sage as your primary Sparketype, and if you're not teaching, this doesn't mean that you need to abandon everything and pursue a career in teaching. You can try and deliver courses and presentations as part of your current career. So if there is a little bit of a teaching and sharing wisdom component in your job, you can tap into that, try to become better at that, or try to make that the most substantial components of your job. And another thing that we can do, and this is about the anti-Sparketype, is that we can delegate parts of our jobs that don't fill us with meaning and purpose to other people. There are certain things that I really don't like about that, so the test results are very limited. So they tell you what your primary, shadow, and anti-Sparketypes are, but they don't get into much detail with them. they prompt you to basically go and have a look at all the resources, such as a book that Jonathan Field has written and some resources that you need to pay for. So the test results are very limited. They are kind of like comprehensive in a way because they tell you everything that you need to know for now about these Sparketypes, but if you want to know more, you need to access paid features. To be honest, I don't blame them because of course if I'd written books and if I were the mind behind this test, I would want people to buy my book as well. So I totally understand that. I know why they're doing it, but at the same time it would be cool to have more free resources to share with you, I guess, so that you can learn how to channel your primary and shadow Sparketype, I think. So overall, I resonate with the goal and purposes of the project, so the Sparketype project, the fact that they want to help people discover what fuels them, what gives them energy so that they can feel less burnout at work and they can actually enjoy their work and their career. This goes ahead and concludes today's video. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Please give the video a big thumbs up if you liked it and let me know in the comment down below if you took the Sparketype test, what your Sparketype is, and simply what you learned about yourself that you didn't know before. Also, feel free to let me know what you would like to see next on my channel. Please subscribe by clicking the subscribe button in the description box below and ring the bell so that you can be notified anytime I post a new video. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in my next video.